Welcome, Subreet. Thank you for coming all the way from Chandigarh. Subreet, I need to ask you, it was a road accident and followed by medical negligence that led to you losing your leg. But what is it really that spurred you on to go on to a dance reality show of that nature and caliber and win it?
एक्चुअली जब मेरा एक्सीडेंट हुआ था तो डांस तो मैं पहले से ही करती थी, तो मैंने जब मैं बेड पे थी, बहुत ही ज़्यादा क्रिटिकल कंडीशन थी मेरी, तो मैंने इंडियाज़ गॉट टैलेंट में ही विनोद ठाकुर जी को डांस करते हुए देखा, जिनकी दोनों लेग्स नहीं हैं, तो वो डांस कर रहे थे। तो तभी मेरे अंदर भी एक जुनून पैदा हुआ कि अगर वो कर सकते तो मैं भी करके दिखाऊंगी और एक टांग पे सबको दिखाऊंगी कि मैं क्या कुछ नहीं कर सकती।
हमें ये भी पता है कि आप एक्सीडेंट के पहले डांस नहीं जानती थी, आपने उसके बाद सीखा, तो ये कैसे आपकी जर्नी के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए।
नहीं, एक्सीडेंट के पहले डांस करती थी, पर एक्सीडेंट के बाद जब मैंने एक टांग पे स्टार्ट किया डांस करना तो इतना ज़्यादा स्ट्रेंथ नहीं था एक लेग में, तो उसके लिए मैंने बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रगल किया। मैंने योगा, जिम सब कुछ ज्वाइन किया ताकि मेरे अंदर मैं ज़्यादा स्ट्रांग हूँ और एक टांग पे मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा डांस कर सकूँ। तो 1 साल लगा मुझे पूरा रेडी होने के लिए।
I also want to ask you कि आपके साथ there was a man who stood by you through thick and thin and वो आपका बहुत बड़ा support रहे हैं, और हमने सुना है कि you've tied the knot with him, आपकी अभी शादी हुई है last month, तो उनके बारे में कुछ बताइए, कैसे मिले, कैसे उन्होंने आपको support किया?
एक्चुअली मैं उनके जिम में ही जाती थी, उनके जिम में मैं एक्सरसाइज करती थी, तो वो मुझे हर टाइम मोटिवेट करते थे कि अगर मुझ में हिम्मत नहीं रहती थी एक्सरसाइज करने की, तब भी वो मुझे मोटिवेट करते थे कि करो, तुम कर सकती हो। और बहुत ही ज़्यादा केयरिंग है, लविंग है, और सबसे बड़ी बात कि वो बहुत ही हार्ड वर्किंग है, जो मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगा उनमें, तो इसीलिए मैंने सोचा कि मैं उनके साथ शादी करूँगी।
Congratulations, many congratulations there. And I also want to ask you, कोई आप मैसेज देना चाहती हैं और लड़कियों को जिनके पास आपके जैसा एक कोई ड्रीम हो, सपना हो?
जी, मैं सबको यही कहना चाहती हूँ कि अगर आपका कोई सपना है तो उसे पूरा करना चाहिए, क्योंकि जो लाइफ है वो एक बार मिलती है, आपको बार बार नहीं मिलेगी वो, तो इसी लाइफ में आप वो अपने सारे सपने पूरे करो जो आप चाहते हो। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much. And I would also like you to unveil a cover. Look how lovely you look. Congratulations. On your right. Up next is another stopper bill from our list. She's a film professional who has worked with one of India's biggest cinematic geniuses, Sanjay Leela Bhansali, on most of his films. Sangeeta is also hearing impaired. Can we have our next unstoppable up on the stage? Welcome, Sangeeta. Sangeeta, your story touches our hearts in a lot of ways. From being, from being somebody that Sanjay Leela Bhansali only wants to work with today as the assistant director, how much do you think you have achieved in the last few years? Your achievements?
I have achieved so much when I have achieved so much when I was 6 years old. My dream was to work in film. But people say, no, you can't. You are a tip. You can't. I want to work in the film. But then I played lost the dream. I played lost the dream. I got the opportunity to work with Sansani Ramasani for Kamusi. That is our first film. And then I thought Kamusi was the first and the last film. But Sansani Lochis, then I can do much more. Then he calls me for Devdas as a director. I've gone through a lot of problems there. I have to fight and always fought and always.
She was 6 when she had this dream. She wanted to act. She was born in a family where her father at first didn't want a girl child. And when he saw her face, he fell in love with her. And that's where her journey and her struggle really began. She continued to strive ahead for her dream. And she managed to bag an assignment for the movie that Sanjay Leela Bhansali at that point was directing, which was Khamoshi. Going forward, he realized that this was a really talented assistant as well. Congratulations. Thank you. Have Divya up on. Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's very humbling to be here, actually.
Fabulous to have you here. So tell me, the glamour world, as we all know, is unrelenting. It is a cruel world. When you shaved off her hair, what was the first reaction?
The first time or the third time? Or well, when I was 20, it was hard. I mean, it seemed like I had people say to me, has she lost it? And seems that last year when I went bald, still people say, has she lost it? So I guess you just got to do what you got to do.
Correct, absolutely. And so what is it about you and hair? Why do you shave off your hair? Is that the sense of freedom you get? Is there a sense of liberation?
It's a lot of different things. It's initially when I was younger, it started as just a very simple, if I can't do it at 20, when will I have the guts to do it? Then it became, when I was 30 and I did it, it was, why am I tied down to things like money, looks, will I get a job, or what will the modeling industry think of me, will I find a man, all of those things. And when I did it last year, it was purely spiritual. And I truly believe that a spiritual journey has started. And yeah, so that's about
Perfect.
it.
So that is the evolution of the really beautiful, but defiant, and a liberated woman. So you really are unstoppable. Give me that one unstoppable trait in you that maybe your mother wanted to tear her hair out for, something that drove her right up the wall, but that stayed with you.
I think when I was about 3, my parents realized that I was someone who would always do what I wanted to do, and if I was told not to do something, then I would rebel and do it and learn, fall, break my head, whatever, and pick those pieces up myself and do it. So I think they just let me be.
Fabulous. Very nice to have you here. We will unveil a cover with you. Can we have the cover, please? Thank you. Let's see you in a bit. So there they were, Femina's Unstoppables. But there's one more from the league. Ladies and gentlemen, give us some time. We have a little surprise for you. In 2 minutes, you will see the little surprise we've set up for you.
Wow, that's a lot of flash bulbs. Thank you. Thank you all for coming, braving the rains and the traffic. It took me an hour to come here from Andheri. God. Well, I'm here to share some things with you. Well, you know me. I'm a Delhi girl, and I've always wanted to be an actor. But it was something that, I don't know, even I took a very long time to sort of admit it to myself. Because, I could just hear the Delhi aunties clucking their tongues and going like, Beta, it's not a very suitable thing for you to do. After all, a girl is supposed to behave in a manner that is appropriate to her surroundings. You see, I was middle class, I was little academically inclined, head girl, etc., came from a conservative family. Hardly the trappings of a Bollywood heroine, right? And then, of course, when all of us grew up, what was the first toy that we sort of acquire? All you ladies in the room, your first toy? Barbie doll, right? Well, yeah, and at age 5, when you get your first Barbie, it just sort of sets the yardstick for you for life. Perfection. That's what the world, that's what everyone around you tells you to do all the time. But in my journey from the Delhi girl to now sitting here chatting with you, I figured something out for myself. I figured out that, and it's very profound, I figured out that Barbie can be dusky. I figured out that Barbie can be black. I figured Barbie can wear a t-shirt with holes, Barbie can run, she can bake, and if you send out Barbie to play cricket, she can hit a 6. I figured out that I could be Barbie. Really? Okay, hang on. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet or anything, but I'm pretty for, by conventional standards. And when I say that, I'm very well aware of the weight of that statement. But, it's not like, the fact that I'm an actress or I love my body or my face. Those are not things I love about myself. I love the fact that maybe I have crooked teeth. My front 2 teeth sort of overlap. A scar I have on my leg, which I got from playing with my brothers, or that I have hobbit feet. Yes, this is the first time admission to exceptionally large feet. Okay, don't photograph them. Okay, yeah, I know. That's where you're going. No pictures of feet. Okay, go ahead, whatever. But, the fact that I love movies. I've always loved watching movies. I've grown up watching them. They've sort of brought the magic alive, and now I'm a part of movies, and it's honestly, it's amazing. And as an actor, every single day, there's so much scrutiny about my hair, what am I wearing, I should have worn leggings, not flared pants, etc., etc. It's crazy, but hey, at least I signed up for it, right? that's not just for actors, for everybody, every woman out here. Okay, let me ask you all. Every woman here, me included, now let's be honest, ladies, haven't you all, once in your life, looked at another woman who's done nothing wrong with you, who said nothing bad to you, you've looked at her and said, that skinny woman eats all the garbage she wants to eat, anything that comes across her way, and oh my God, she does not put on an ounce. God, please, dear God, just make her wake up one single day and just make her just really fat. We've done that, right? We've done that, right? Come on, I want to hear some applause, a cheer if you've done that ever in your life once. I've done it. I'm sure you have. There you go. And you know why you've done that? You've done that because we constantly are bombarded, with messages from movies, from TV shows, ads, magazine covers, for crying out loud, by just perfection. That there's only one definition of a perfect you. And guess what? Nobody fits in. Not one of us. We are constantly taught not to love ourselves. But today has been so amazing. It's been really amazing for me because I was back then, I was listening to all this, and I and all of us have seen, heard, experienced such amazing women. Women who didn't sit around waiting for the world to judge or to approve of them. They didn't need anybody else's permission. They just went out there and lived their lives. Full, rich lives. They taught themselves to love who they were. Bahar mein jaye, all the perceptions and all the perceived flaws that we're supposed to have. They didn't need anybody to give them anything. They just took it. Carpe diem. Seize the day, right? Because you already know what the world wants you to be. The world wants you to be 6'2", size 0, or size -2 or -3 or whatever the new fancy eating disorder we are promoting this week, And women should be seen, not heard. Speak when spoken to. They want your complicit silence. But you know what the world really wants? What the world really needs? It needs your voice. Your honest, beautiful, unique voice. Just like the voices we heard today. Just like the stories we heard today. Thank you so much for sharing all your stories, all your experiences. It's just been so enriching. Thank you, Femina, because it's so amazing that you're trying to set better examples, better role models for all of us, for young girls to look up, to follow. I just think that's just really cool. Isn't it? I think that's damn cool. Yeah, you could be any size, any age, skin color, hair texture, social, cultural, political background, even disability. And yet they're so beautiful, so unstoppable. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've showed us that when we learn to love, my favorite poet. Thank you for listening to me so patiently. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care. Because I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Thank you, and that's all of you ladies out there. So just go, do your thing.
Thank you, Huma. You were perfect. And such fun. Come. So that was fabulous. It was a surprise act for all of us, ladies and gentlemen, that Huma came up with. I would also like to quickly snatch the opportunity, seize the moment and ask you. You mentioned, people noticing that one little zit that appears, the media, they all hear. Hi. The 4 kilos that you lost, which you did, by the way. So how does it feel to be under constant scrutiny all the time? And do you sort of change your mind before stepping out? Hey, I'm going for a walk, but maybe I'll put on a little bit of makeup before I do.
Well, see, of course it's kind of like, it's a part of what I do. It's a part of my job. So it's constant, just breaking down on who you are or how you're looking. It of course, it troubles you. See, I'm choking already. No, but to be very honest, I think if you don't feel beautiful, nothing can. no makeup, no accessory, not what you're wearing. It's just an attitude, I think. And yes, sometimes it is bothersome, and I think that is why all of us, whether as an actor or the media or everybody, it's a collective responsibility to just send out these powerful messages where you don't have a particular, just one kind of model of beauty or acceptance. I think there's so many real women out there. So all of us are so beautiful, so unique in our ways. And I think what we really need is for young people to have better role models, people they can look up to, identify with, and really feel empowered in that sense. I think, that's the need of the hour.
If I were to ask you who is your role model, who would that be?
Well, it's a little cliche, but I have to say my mum. She's been the biggest influence in my life, and she's made me who I am, and she's been very strict with me, which is why I ensured that I had to get some education, which is good. But I think it has to be my mother.
And can I ask you, is there an unhealthy habit you are still trying to kick, haven't kicked, planning to?
It's my caffeine intake. Yeah, guilty as charged, but then I can't do without my few, I'll not say how many, because then you'll just quote that and then it'll become really embarrassing, but yeah, I need to cut down on my coffee.
So Uma, yes, that'll be great. Yeah, so it's great to have you on the cover and to unveil the big, really the big moment, the big cover here. I would also like to call up on stage my CEO, the CEO of Worldwide Media, Mr. Tarun Rai. Ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Tarun. Good to have you up on stage. We're unveiling the cover now. But I will ask you one question, just because we are fishing for compliments all the time. Tell me, how does it feel to work in an office with a lot of women, mostly unstoppable ones?
Well, before I answer that question, I was sitting there and listening to all the stories, and I'm amazed. They're truly unstoppable women, including Huma. And thank you very much for being here, for participating in the issue, and for helping us launch the new Femina. As far as our office is concerned, I can very proudly say that more than 70% of our employees in our organization are women. I'm pretty happy. I think in Femina it might be even more than 70%. And I feel truly blessed that they are there. I genuinely think, since we are fishing for compliments, yes, they are unstoppable. I don't know how they manage. They manage their lives, they manage their personal lives, they go and have babies, and yet the magazine comes out every fortnight looking better than before. I just don't know how they manage. I really think that as an organization and as a brand, Femina has been unstoppable, and I think it's been unstoppable because of the unstoppable team that we have, and they are fighters. Unfortunately, they fight with me a lot, but they're truly unstoppable. So thank you, Tanya, and I think this is a great occasion.
Yes, thank you so much for the compliments. And now have a media interaction with author Huma. So please be seated, ladies and gentlemen.
We shall chat also later about life.
Okay, now I'd like to open the floor for the media to ask questions. Do we have questions here for Huma and our other cover story ladies?
Yeah, so I have a question for Huma. What were your reactions when
So sick and tired of everyone asking me, "तो अब आप कब size 0 बनने वाली हैं?" You know, so, but no, I think it's a great cover. I think the idea behind it is very great, that it's not about who you are, where you come from. You could come from any socio-geographical, political background, you could have any kind of leanings, you could look a particular way, you could have a disability maybe, but the fact is that if
Hi Huma, at the back over here, Sneha from Times Now. First from a place trying to understand what really made you do a cover like this, in the sense, did you find yourself having to conform to certain stereotypes that come with being a Bollywood actress that today you find the need to break away from? Or did you find yourself at a handicap if you did not match these stereotypes in the industry that we come from?
Well, thank you for your question. It's a very pertinent question, and I have to admit that, I've been very fortunate. I've been in Bombay for about 4.5 years now. I'm working with some filmmakers that are probably on the wish list of every actor. I'm pretty happy in terms of where my career is going. Honestly, the kind of filmmakers I've worked with or the films I've done, they've never really asked me to change anything about who I am. They've hired me because they felt I could do the job, that I was a decent actor. And, and I thank them humbly for all the confidence they've shown in me. But yes, of course, sometimes it's not very nice to hear very unflattering comments in blogs and social media about you. And I'm quite a social media friendly person, I read everything that there's out there. Yeah, it's not nice. And you understand that sometimes, people are just doing for attention. Some people just do it because I guess it's just it's something you can say on social media and run away with, and it doesn't really matter. But what it does collectively for a lot of people who are consuming this information is that it sets very negative kind of role models for people who are watching it or consuming it, and that's not really cool. I've always I've always been very happy in my skin. I've grown up in a family where I had a lot of love. Although they were very conservative, I was never told you can't do something because you're a girl, or because something's allowed to your brothers but they're not allowed to you. I think that was very important. That gave me a lot of confidence in myself as a person. And I think वो बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. मतलब if you always are told that there's something you can't have or you're not good enough, I think if your that self-belief or the self-esteem is sort of shaken, you can't do anything. Initially, of course, I mean, like all girls, I've also done the whole rigmarole, falling fat diets and everything. Because it's like this constant thing that you have to just do. You just have to be perfect in every possible way. But I guess you should just, if you learn to be happy with yourself and you learn to accept yourself for who you are, I think that just keeps you happy in the long run.
Hi ma'am, Kinjal from E24. मैं थोड़ी सी हेल्दी हूँ एंड पीपल से दैट बहुत मोटी हो एंड पतले हो जाने चाहिए एंड ऑल दैट सो
उनसे बात करना बंद कर दो, वो दोस्त नहीं है आपके.
तो मुझे आपसे टिप्स चाहिए कि क्या कर सकते हैं, लाइक बिकॉज यू जस्ट सेड दैट माई बॉडी माई रूल, सो एंड आई feel that I am perfect according to me, so I want you to give me some tips on that.
But you are perfect. Everyone will look it up. Can you stand up for us, please? Just stand up for us. Isn't she amazing? Isn't she beautiful? Come on, let's just clap for her.
Thank you so much.
You said you're perfect just now, and then you said, but you'd like her to say something to you or give you any advice. That's exactly a contradiction in the statement, and that's exactly the problem that happens with all of us women, is we we should actually just believe that we're perfect, and if we're saying it, then we should believe it and we should live it, and you shouldn't ask anybody for an approval, whether it is, no offense, a Bollywood star or anybody else, for that matter.
हाय उमा, जिस तरह आपने कहा कि आप मीडिया फ्रेंडली हैं, हमेशा मीडिया के साथ रहते हैं, बट लास्ट टाइम 2 बार से आप मीडिया को अवॉइड कर रही हैं, एक बार से फोटो अप करके आप चली गई थी और आज काफ़ी लेट आई हैं, क्या कहेंगे इस पूरे मामले में?
नहीं, लेट तो नहीं आए हैं, लेकिन हाँ, बिकॉज ऑफ द मानसून एंड द रेन्स आउटसाइड, द मीडिया ऑल्सो गॉट बिट डिलेड.
बॉम्बे में नहीं रह रही है। आज क्या हुआ कि आज देखिए ना बाहर बारिश बहुत सुंदर हो रही है और ट्रैफिक भी बहुत है, सब लोग लेट हो रहे हैं. बट आई एम सॉरी अगर आपको लगा कि मैं मीडिया को अवॉइड कर रही हूँ, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. आई एम मोस्ट ओपन टू ऑल क्वेश्चंस एंड आप जो भी आपका मन करे आज के मुद्दे के बारे में आप मुझसे पूछ सकती हैं, हम सबसे पूछ सकती हैं.
लास्ट टाइम क्या रीजन था कि आप चली गई थी बिना बाइट्स दिए हुए?
लास्ट टाइम मेरी एक मीटिंग थी बहुत जरूरी और मुझे बोला नहीं गया था कि मुझे बाइट्स दिए, तो आई जस्ट हैड टू कम देयर फॉर अ फोटो ऑप.
Hi Huma, since talking about be unstoppable, I think
We don't like unstoppable matlab
like this the issue talks about be unstoppable.
I just feel very flattered that people are more than my mother, the media is concerned about when I'm getting married. But this is not the right forum for me to talk about my marriage right now. Let's talk about the new issue. Let's talk about all these wonderful women that are here and talk about their achievements and their stories.
Okay, I'll ask one question because
Please ask an easy one.
and not to Huma. This is to every.
You know what? It actually is happening every day. I experience things, and I know that a lot is changing. Having said that, there's one thing I'd like to tell the press, that you're here at an event where there's so many wonderful women, and from all walks of life, and with such brilliant stories. And I entered and I was so overwhelmed. It's very sort of disheartening on some level to see educated people and women sitting here and have no questions whatsoever, because I have so many questions I'd like to ask these women. There's so much time I'd like to spend with them. You have the opportunity to meet these women. I'm so glad I have. And it's very, very sad and disheartening that we have women in 2014, young women, young men of India, and you all really had nothing to ask any of them. Like it's, so it is changing, and then you have this. So what do you say?
I do have a lot of questions to ask though, if the media would allow me.
I think it always was mixed, because we had a lot of dusky actresses. We had Kajol, we had Rani Mukherjee, we had Smita Patil, Shabana Azmi. I mean, through times we've had dusky actresses, but it's still out of the rule. And it still is like, it's still a long fight. Like, we were a part of a campaign called Dark is Beautiful, and a lot of people actually in Bollywood who are dusky did not want to be a part of the campaign because they did not want to confirm that they're dusky. So these things are pretty complex. So it's definitely better than before, and like Diana said, that things are changing for not only for dusky women but for women, but things are also not changing. There are many areas. Actually, my mother says it was better in her times than it is for me. Longer time for all of us to actually get over these biases, and these platforms that Femina has come up with, I think these platforms are very important because it discusses these issues and it raises these questions, and as it changes.
Yeah, taking Tarun's question forward to the other ladies on the panel, I'd also like to ask Sangeeta,
no, I guess nothing is too big for you to reach, I guess. And I guess the more and more...
हम लोगों का सोसाइटी, समाज बदल रहा है.
थोड़ा बहुत बदल रहा है. हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम इसको चेंज करें. पर हमको ज़रूरत है कि हमारे साथ सब लोग हमारे साथ लगे, हमारे साथ जुड़ें, ताकि जो सोसाइटी है वो पूरी तरह चेंज हो। आज भी हम जब इतना कुछ करने के बाद भी हम बाहर निकलते हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं कोई बैड कमेंट सुनने को मिलता है, तो ये सब कहीं ना कहीं दुखता है कि इतना सब कुछ करने के बाद भी लोग ऐसा बोल रहे हैं। तो हम सबको आप सबकी सपोर्ट की ज़रूरत है, तभी ये बिल्कुल चेंज होगा।
And it is because of these unstoppable women that the world around will hopefully change. Do we have any more questions for you?
ये जो मोटो है इसने मुझे इंस्पायर ऐसे किया कि अगर मैं अपनी बॉडी को वैसे ही लेके बैठ जाती, जैसे लोग सोचते हैं कि इसके साथ इतना बड़ा हादसा हो गया, अब ये घर में बैठ जाए, कुछ मत करे। कई लोगों ने कहा भी मुझे जब मैं प्रैक्टिस करती थी कि तुम क्या कर रही हो, तुम ये सब क्यों कर रही हो, तुम घर में बैठो, तुम्हें खाने को नहीं मिलेगा क्या, तुम्हारी मदर तुम्हारी सब कुछ नहीं करेंगी तुम्हारे साथ। तो ये सब मुझे दुखता था, तो मैं सबको कहती थी कि मेरी मर्जी है, मैं जो मर्जी करूं, मेरी लाइफ है, मेरी बॉडी है, तो मैं इसके साथ जो मर्जी करूं।
That's my body, my rules. I'll be very specific. The rumors I heard from the industry was from some good friends was that apparently she's like Britney Spears. You know, everything in her life is going wrong and she's losing it, and, you know, she's losing her shit, tattoos, and what's going on, you know? And I said, really? Give me a hockey stick and then we'll talk. So, you know, the thing is, like she said when she was speaking earlier to us, and she said that just so many people say so many things, and how none of us will ever be perfect. Being in this industry, I cannot agree more. And being a woman, forget being in this industry, now I just realized being a woman, you're constantly being thrown in with so much stuff, and you just have to throw all of that garbage out, and we have to learn how to love ourselves, and that's the chaos. The chaos is coming from the fact that many things are coming from the fact that we just don't love ourselves enough. We've forgotten how to love ourselves.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. I think it's very important to be fit without subscribing to a particular ideal body type. You know, I should respect my body and I should know what works for me. You know, I can't possibly look like another person. यहाँ पे इतनी सारी खूबसूरत ladies बैठे हुए हैं, कोई किसी की तरह दिखते नहीं है, but इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि एक ज़्यादा सुंदर है, एक कम सुंदर है. I think as long as that is important, and I think as an actor, I travel so much, I work so much, I'm also doing a new film, there are lots of things, so I think it's very important for me to take care of my health. So if I'm approaching fitness, I'm approaching it with that point of view, not being apologetic about how I look.
जैसे आपने फिल्म की बात की, तो
talk about my future projects. I don't think it's disrespectful to all the people over here. We're talking about something very pertinent. Let's stick to that. Yeah.
Mainstream career like this, because as far as I know,
you just need to come here and ask your questions. You need to see your lips to understand and answer.
Thanks so much, and I hope you talk about the cause more than anything else. It is these unstoppable ladies who should make headlines. Thank you.
Kindly proceed for high tea.
Is somebody here? Somebody's here, no? Like, oh, sorry. I just want to check whether, like, in terms of control. Okay.
लगा रहा तुम्हारा सबका हो गया तुम क्या कहेंगे स्टोरी इनिशिएटिव के बारे में? इट्स रियली अमेजिंग, यू नो. जिस तरह की महिलाओं ने हिस्सा लिया, सब काबिल तारीफ है, जो उन्होंने जिंदगी में अचीव किया, कितना इंस्पायरिंग लगता है. और आपने अभी कहा कि योर मदर इज योर आइडल, लेकिन इतने सारे लोगों से आप मिली हैं, सबकी मुख्तलिफ कहानियाँ, कामयाब कहानियाँ. कौन सी कहानी आपको इंस्पायर करती है? विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट.
आई थिंक सारी कहानियाँ इंस्पायर करती हैं. आई थिंक फेमिना का बहुत ही प्यारा इनिशिएटिव है और आई एम वेरी प्राउड कि मैं उनके कवर पे हूँ. और एक तरीके से उस इनिशिएटिव को आगे ले जा रही हूँ, बीइंग अनस्टॉपेबल। आई थिंक आइडिया ये है कि चाहे आप कहीं से भी आए हो, कोई भी आपका बैकग्राउंड हो, किसी भी धर्म के आप हो, कोई डिसेबिलिटी हो ना हो, मतलब जो भी आई थिंक एक लड़की कि जो भी सपने होते हैं, जो भी आई थिंक वो करना चाहती है, आई थिंक एज अ सोसाइटी हमको कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि हम उसको सपोर्ट करें, और वो भी एज अ गर्ल ऑल्सो आप भी अपने अंदर झांक के देखिए कि आप में कितनी क्षमता है, कि आप कितना आगे जा सकती हैं। एंड आई थिंक आई सैल्यूट ऑल द वुमेन जो आज यहाँ पे थी, बिकॉज ये हमने सिर्फ 4-5 औरतों को चुना, बट आई थिंक कितनी सारी और हैं हिंदुस्तान में जो आई थिंक कितना अमेजिंग काम कर रही हैं, अपने क्षेत्र को, अपने जहाँ वो रहती हैं, अपनी फैमिली को आगे ले जा रही है, खुद को आगे ले जा रही है। आई थिंक दिस इनिशिएटिव इज अ सैल्यूट टू ऑल दोज वुमेन।
बॉलीवुड में जिस मकाम पे पहुंची, किसका योगदान सबसे ज़्यादा मानती है? आप खुद जिस परिवार से आती हैं, आपने कहा कि काफ़ी स्ट्रिक्ट हैं घर वाले।
जी, अभी भी स्ट्रिक्ट है, मैं अभी भी लेट आती हूँ घर पे तो डांट पड़ती है, एंड आई थिंक आई लव दैट अबाउट माई पेरेंट्स, बट आई थिंक आई वुड हैव टू से माई फैमिली, क्योंकि जो आपकी कहते हैं नींव जो होती है, जो आपकी बुनियाद होती है, अगर वो स्ट्रॉन्ग ना हो तो और कुछ नहीं होता। तो आई थिंक माई फैमिली इज़ माई बिगेस्ट सपोर्ट सिस्टम, एंड आई थिंक वट एवर आई एम टुडे, मैं जो भी अचीव किया इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ देयर सपोर्ट एंड देयर लव। ऑफकोर्स ऐसे जैसे आप मतलब काम करते रहते हैं तो लोग जुड़ते रहते हैं आपके साथ, बट आई वुड हैव टू से
और कई बार मीडिया इंटरेक्शन के दौरान भी बड़े अजीब सवाल पूछे जाते हैं जो शायद नहीं पूछना चाहिए। जी हाँ, पार्ट ऑफ मीडिया जी, इवन आई थिंक सो। जी, क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप? जैसे किसी ने पूछा आपसे, लेट आई जबकि आप पहले आए।
जी, अब मैं इसका कुछ नहीं बोल सकती। आई एम ग्लैड कि आप मुझे बोल रहे हैं कि यू नो मीडिया कभी कभी बहुत उटपटांग सवाल पूछती है। आई एम ग्लैड कि मीडिया के एक सज्जन मुझे ऐसे बोल रहे हैं, तो आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट कि अगर आपको लगता है कि चाहे कोई लड़की हो और जिसको आपको कुछ सवाल नहीं पूछने चाहिए, जो आई थिंक शायद अपनी बहन या अपनी बेटी से या अपनी किसी फैमिली की लड़की से कोई ना पूछे, तो आई वुड से दैट यू शुड रिस्पेक्ट हर प्रिवेसी आल्सो लाइक दैट। माय ब्रदर, हमेशा जब मैं घर जाती हूँ तो जो भी दिन पे होता है उसके सामने ऐसे उल्टी कर देती हूँ, तो आई थिंक वो मेरा साउंडिंग बोर्ड भी है, मेरा भाई भी है, मेरी थोड़ा सा वैसे बहन भी बना लेती हूँ, क्योंकि आई डोंट हैव अ सिस्टर, बट आई वुड हैव टू से हिम। I think let's not talk about my professional commitments. ये correct forum नहीं है. I think let's talk about the tagline. Let's talk about women. I think it's a very special day. I think it's a very special cover. Already social media में मुझे इतने अच्छे feedback आ रहे हैं. I'm very excited कि जब अभी 2-3 दिन बाद ये stands hit करेगा, जब magazine stands को hit करेगी, तो उसके बाद क्या general लोगों के क्या reaction आते हैं, not just in the big cities, जो BNC centers हैं, जो towns हैं, छोटे शहर हैं, वहाँ से लोगों के क्या reaction आते हैं, तो I'm more excited about that.